Resolution 22-02, proclaiming the month of March 22 as Women's History Month in St. Lucie County, Florida, and this will be accepted by Ms. Leslie George.
Good evening, Chairman, members of the board. Thank you all to the commissioners and the administration for acknowledging Women's History Month. I humbly accept this proclamation as my mission through Mosaic Inc. is about empowering generations of women and young girls of all cultures, religions, and languages. I look forward to your continued support, and you can connect with me on all social media platforms. And if anybody's looking for my website, the website is www.themosaicinc.com. Thank you once again. We need to be in communities of where you are receiving and communities where you can give. And so let me just lay that out. What does that look like? So you may be in a group where, well, you're feeding down, but where are you getting your feed from? So you need to be in other communities where you're not the smartest person in the room. And so that brings me real quick to ego. Because sometimes we may feel that we just need to be in a community where we may be the smartest in the room. I tell anybody every day, all day, I love learning. I have one of my foundational words is curiosity. So for that, I love being in different communities where I can learn from so many different women. And what does that create? That creates diversity and inclusivity. And you started by saying that you like to be in circles of learning.
Yes.
And so I said that one of my foundational words is curiosity. That comes from my grandmother. As a young girl, 7, 6, 8, I couldn't wait till the end of the night where we can get together and I could just listen to her, right? And I still remember that. And Mosaic, one of the taglines under Mosaic is Sisters Inspiring Others. The S, the I, and the O, you put those together, and that's my grandmother's nickname. So all of that is intentional, right? And so what I would say to young girls is that we talk about community here. We talk about circles of learning. Get with someone that you could sit at their feet. And that person does not have to have some type of formal education.
That's right.
The person has life education and so much wisdom.
Yes.
And there's things that still now that as a little girl that, oh, that's what she meant. Because she would say these things and talk in parables. And obviously as a little girl, you didn't understand, but I just knew that it was something that had to stay within me. And so as I matured, all of those things started to birth out. And then what happens? You have children, you pass that on to your children, right? So it's all about that type of legacy building. So what I would say to any young girl out there, seek out someone in your community that has a type of wisdom where you can learn from their life. And I think that we've gotten to an age where we think that when they're older, they don't have anything to give. And maybe they may act like they don't have anything to give. And that's why a platform like Mosaic has been created so that women, no matter what age, from 0 to 80, because I also believe that as women, we are this amazing flower. And when we get to like 80, 90 years old, we just open up and this amazing fragrance that comes out that anybody just wants to come, like honeybees, anybody just wants to come and just be part of that, right? So that is the platform that I stand on. And it all started from my grandmother. It all started from me being 6 and 7 and just listening to her. So those are some things that I just want to leave with any woman that's listening, because you could impart so much into some young girls that are coming up. So I just wanted to, since you mentioned that, I didn't want that to leave.
Okay, no problem.
So thank you. If I didn't make that decision back in 1992, we all wouldn't be here today. So for me, all the authors have said thank you, everybody has said thank you. I thank them because they've encouraged me and they've made me stronger.
Author of chapter 9 and
As I say the word mosaic tile, what do you think about? Do you think of different shapes, different sizes, different textures, how it may feel, different colors? And now that you bring all of those things together, right? Do you think of now putting all these beautiful things that we just talked about that are so different by itself? But once we put this together, we have this beautiful mosaic tile. And this is how I see the world. I see this world as one, as we are all uniquely made in God's image. But at the same time, when we come together, we just form such incredible things. And so I am Leslie George, your diversity disruptor. I call myself a diversity disruptor because I believe that each and every one of our uniqueness, one of my favorite phrases that I came up with is that we're all uniquely the same. I don't think that we should all be put into this melting pot. I don't believe that America's a melting pot. I believe that we should celebrate each and every one of our differences. So that's why I call myself the diversity disruptor, right? So here to tell you that your uniqueness is your beauty. Anyone that's watching this, your uniqueness is your beauty. I don't know if my daughter's on, but she's like to say, Mommy, you know, I'm quirky. And I said, yeah, that's the beauty of you, right? So there's so many of us that we may be quirky or we're funny or we're whatever, but whatever that is what makes you unique. So I want each and every one of you, as you're on this event, as we're celebrating some incredible women, as we're going to have some amazing guest speakers, that don't try to compare yourself to anyone. Just know that your lane and your unique lane is special. And that is what God has put you here to do. Why? To impact your community, to impact where you are. And as we're all doing that, as we're all impacting, we're creating some amazing ripples in this world.